Okay, let's just jump right in. If you're running a business, you have heard all the AI hype, for sure. But what does it really mean for you, like right now? We're going to break down why this coming year isn't just another year of tech talk, it's the year you've got to take action.
For the last year or so, you've kind of been able to get away with just watching from the sidelines. But that time is officially over. Think of 2025 as the very last year of hesitation. 2026 is all about implementation. Because honestly, the AI landscape is changing way faster than anyone predicted. Now look, if you're a little skeptical, I get it. You are not alone. The two biggest reasons we see people hesitating are, one, the fear that this is all just another tech bubble that's going to pop, and two, a deeper fear, a fear of the fundamental changes AI brings. It can feel like you have to basically tear down your business and rebuild it from scratch.
But let's try and reframe that for a second. Instead of thinking about it as this scary, complicated tech, think of it like this. For the first time in human history, raw intelligence is suddenly abundant and incredibly cheap. So the real question is, how are you going to use this brand new resource in your business?
To really get a handle on the opportunity here, we have to start with the single biggest shift that's happening right now. The way your customers find you is fundamentally breaking. The age of just Googling it, it's pretty much over.
So, in the old world, which was, basically last year, a search engine would just give you those 10 blue links, right? Your website was essentially a book sitting on a shelf in this gigantic library. The customer had to do all the work, walk in, find the right aisle, and pull the book down themselves.
But in this new world, AI assistants are the librarian. They don't just point you in the right direction. No, they understand your question, walk over, grab the book, flip to the exact page, and hand you the answer. Your customers will no longer search for you, they're going to ask about you. So that leads to the million-dollar question, right? How do you become the source that this new AI librarian actually trusts? Well, the strategy is called topical authority. It's not just about keywords anymore. It's about owning the entire conversation in your niche. So when someone asks their AI about your field, your business is the answer. Okay, I know that sounds a bit theoretical, right? Own the conversation. So let's make it super concrete with a real-world example. We're going to look at a small local directory site that was built specifically to test this very idea of topical authority against traditional SEO. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. According to Google, this site is basically invisible, only 2 pages indexed. But look at this. In just 9 months, it pulled in 25,000 unique visitors. So where on earth did they come from? They came from large language models, the engines behind tools like ChatGPT and all the other AI assistants that are referencing the site's authority. And this isn't some one-off trick for directory sites. Not at all. This whole strategy is proving to be effective across a whole range of completely different industries. Let's see how this whole concept of owning the conversation plays out for other real businesses. I mean, we're talking about everyone from a local carpet company and a niche decorator rug store, all the way up to a massive global kayak brand that ships to 60 countries. The model is just incredibly versatile. And this is such a brilliant illustration of the model they're all using. Each of these businesses built a separate, dedicated authority site just to answer every possible customer question in their niche. This authority site then becomes this powerful engine, referring highly qualified, ready-to-buy customers directly to their main business. And this is exactly why it's such a powerful long-term play. You can't just throw money at ads and expect to win anymore. These AI models, they're literally designed to find valuable, truthful information, not just who paid the most. If you are the source of truth in your domain, you will be found. But look, being found by customers, that's huge. But it's only half the story. The other revolution is happening inside your business, creating a brand new engine for massive productivity gains. Yeah, forget just customer service for a second. AI can completely transform your internal operations. Let me give you a great example. A yacht shop over in Thailand with a multilingual staff of Thai and English speakers needed a better way to manage their stock. They built what's called an agentic workflow. And don't worry, that's just a fancy way of saying they got a couple of AIs to work together as a team. A staff member simply speaks an update into their phone in their native language, Thai or English. The first AI figures it out, and a second AI instantly updates the central stock list. No forms, no typing, no language barrier. Just talking. How cool is that? And here's the kicker. They didn't go out and buy some super expensive piece of software.
They built this simple, powerful tool themselves. This is the era of what's being called vibe coding, where you can create your own custom software without being an expert programmer. Just think about that one task in your business that's the most repetitive, the most annoying. Boom. That's your first target for a custom AI tool. Let me show you just how powerful this is in dollars and cents. To create all those thousands of researched questions and answers you need for a topical authority site, it used to cost around $1,000 in compute time, and what they call tokens. By building their own custom vibe-coded tool for this one specific task, that cost dropped from $1,000 all the way down to $1, and the time it took went from a week to a single day. That's not just an improvement. That is a complete game changer. We're talking a 1,000x productivity gain that unlocks possibilities that were just completely unaffordable before. So when we look ahead to 2026, it's crystal clear that sitting on the sidelines, well, it's just not an option anymore. This is about seizing a competitive advantage that is going to define the next decade.
So your key takeaways for 2026 are actually pretty simple, but they are so powerful. First, own the conversation in your niche with topical authority. Second, start building your own simple AI tools to solve your own unique problems. And third, use AI to attack your biggest costs and unlock massive productivity gains, because this is the year it all gets real.
And that really leaves us with one final crucial question you need to ask yourself. As your customers turn to AI for answers, will your business be the trusted source they're led to? In 2026, are you going to own the conversation, or are you just going to stand by and let your competitors do it instead?